AITA for ruining my boyfriend's chance to be a hero during a mugging? My boyfriend is a huge hero fanatic. Think comic books, movies, inspirational speeches, the whole 9 yards. He genuinely tries to embody the idea of being the good he wants to see in the world, and honestly, it's something I really admire about him, most of the time. The issue is, that same mindset is why we're currently fighting. We've been quarantining at my apartment, he's not on the lease, and one night he suggested going for a walk to get some air. I was hesitant because we live in a rough neighborhood, especially at night, but he assured me we'd be fine and that he'd protect me if anything happened. Well, something happened. During our walk, we were cornered by a man with a knife demanding our wallets. I immediately remembered the street smarts bit from John Mulaney and was ready to toss my wallet away as a distraction so we could run. But instead of going along with that or cooperating, my boyfriend stepped forward and started monologuing. Like, legit movie villain confrontation monologuing. Saying things like, "You won't get away with this," and "Justice always wins." I thought he was joking at first. He wasn't. He was getting ready to fight this guy, who was literally holding a knife. While the mugger and my boyfriend were staring each other down, I quietly pulled my important stuff out of my wallet, then cut off the tension with a quick, "Take it, just don't hurt us," and threw the wallet past the guy. When he turned, I yanked my boyfriend's hand and we sprinted home. We were both safe. No one got hurt. The worst loss was an empty wallet. But my boyfriend was furious with me. He said I interrupted him and robbed him, his words, of the chance to protect me. I told him that he very realistically could have been stabbed or killed. He said he obviously had the upper hand and could have taken the guy. I reminded him that he had no weapon, and this wasn't a movie, it was real life, and I didn't want to watch my boyfriend bleed out for a shot at being a vigilante. We argued. I eventually shut it down so I could call the police while the event was fresh in my mind. Afterward, I went to lay next to him and he turned his back to me. The next morning, he was still sulking. Worse, he had already told his friends and family, and instead of having any empathy, they scolded me for emasculating him and not letting him be a man. His mom even mocked me for not understanding what it means to feel protective. Now I'm left feeling torn. I want to open the conversation back up and explain my perspective, but if he's still refusing to see reason, I'm honestly considering asking him to go back to his mom's. I'm not trying to be controlling, I just don't want to live with someone who thinks proving a point is more important than our safety. So, Reddit, AITA for stopping my boyfriend from playing hero and choosing a safe escape instead? TLDR. My boyfriend tried to act like a superhero during a real mugging. I got us out safely, but now he's mad that I ruined his moment. AITA? Update. Alright, buckle up, Reddit, because last night seemed promising, but today? Phew, it went downhill faster than a greased squirrel on a slide. So, he calls me last night. I pick up, and he's all, "Hey, are you okay? How are you doing?" Which, okay, points for politeness. Then he asks if he can come over. I say yes, thinking, finally, we'll actually talk like grown-ups. He's been passive-aggressive and dodging the whole mugging conversation like it's a hot potato, so I'm ready to lay it all out. He shows up, and boom, immediate apology parade. He's agreeing with everything you all called out, that he'd been delusional, that his hero fantasy was totally unrealistic, that he endangered me, oops, and that it wasn't okay. I was so thrown off by how mature and sane he suddenly seemed, I half expected him to pull out a puppy and some ice cream as peace offerings. We talked for hours, like, actual grown-up communication happened. We even went to bed without him acting like a moody teenager. I was this close to pulling the plug on the relationship, so it felt like a massive win. Then this morning? Oh boy. That's when the fun began. Remember how I said a mutual friend was trying to mediate? Well, I texted them this morning to say, hey, we made up. And they replied, I'm so glad you were able to apologize. Wait, what? I didn't apologize. I was the one who got mugged. Something smelled fishier than a seafood market at noon. So I decided to ask the friend for the full scoop. And holy drama. Reddit. Apparently, I was the mastermind behind the night walk. The mugging? Fake news. According to him, I just started trash-talking some random dude on the street to force him to be the strong man and protect me. The only reason we escaped unharmed was because he de-escalated the situation, and get this, he felt emasculated because he was forced to fight for my honor. Say what? I mean, if I'd known I was auditioning for a medieval jousting tournament, I would have packed a lance. So naturally, I confronted him about the alternate universe version of our night. He tried to backpedal like a toddler caught with chocolate on their face. When I pressed for honesty, he snapped. What was I supposed to say? The whole situation was embarrassing and made me look bad. Yeah, nothing screams adulting like rewriting the story to save your ego instead of telling the truth. We argued again, but this time I was done. I told him to get out. Since he's a minimalist, or maybe just lazy, his entire belongings fit into a grocery bag, which I casually lobbed at him as he stomped off. Now he's chilling outside my apartment complex, waiting for Mommy to come rescue her wounded knight. So Reddit, here's the takeaway. I dodged a bullet the size of Thor's hammer. Screw his friends, screw his mom, and screw the delusional hero fantasy. Thanks for helping me keep my eyes wide open. TLDR, he came back all ready to talk and seemed like he got it. Turns out he spun a wild tale about the mugging being my idea, and that I forced him to be a strong man. When called out, he threw a tantrum and got kicked out.